Warm welcome to the second episode of the DualLens. DualLens is a distinctive podcast format under the Monday Morning Learning Podcast umbrella. Each episode brings together two accomplished professionals from complementary or contrasting backgrounds to explore a single theme from different lenses, be it industry, function, experience, or philosophy. Now, in this special episode, we have Pankaj Rai and Syed Atif Umar. Very warm welcome, Pankaj.
Good to be here, Ravi.
And a warm welcome to you, Atif, as well.
Thanks, Ravi.
Great. Now, quick introduction of both of you, but before that, any welcome words which help me?
Ravi, you said Monday morning running podcast. Atif and I were both thinking that, we do run on Monday morning. So
I said running podcast, and because of it became running podcast, I guess.
You can see his medals behind. Of course, he's much more accomplished there.
So, Pankaj is the Chief Data Analytics Officer at Birla Group, and Atif is the Chief Data Analytics Officer for Nykaa. Let's start off with the themes. There are 5 themes today, Atif and Pankaj. We're going to start off from data to decisions, the evolution of analytics leadership, scaling analytics in legacy vis-a-vis startup environments, democratizing data, culture, tools, and talent, and mentoring the builders, shaping the next generation of data leaders. And the last segment is where you can ask 2 questions to each other. Great. Okay. So the first theme on from data to decisions, the evolution of analytics leadership. The lens we are looking at is translating analytics into measurable outcomes across e-commerce and banking. So the first question to you, Atif, is how analytics leaders evolved from enablers to strategic partners?
Thanks. See, the way I look at it is, if you define what analytics does, analytics and data science does in any firm, there are 4 things that they do. They are providers of data. They are, the governance mechanism of all measurement systems. And the third piece is they explain stuff, anything that has happened. So they explain the past. And the last and most critical one is they help the organization imagine a different future. If you see, when we started working, at least, and Pankaj is way more senior, so he could relate to that. A lot of the analytic systems, whether it is traditional companies or GCCs, were set up on the first 2 pillars. We were very good at automating systems, providing insights, providing data to people, cuts and things like that. That was an enabling function. We neither got sort of enough influence nor enough criticality. And then over a period of time, we started becoming more explaining stuff. So because of that, we became more critical for the company, but we were helping. Everybody had a question. Okay, this month the numbers did not meet. Suddenly there is a conversion drop, and we were very good at explaining, okay, the conversion has dropped because of XYZ things. The sales has not met because of ABC. And we stopped at that, which means we explained the phenomena and we gave off reasons from correlation to causation and others, which made us very, very valuable. But we were still counselors. And the last part, which is where you stop from answering questions or explaining things, and they say that, okay, I know this company as well as anybody else, and there are certain things which nobody is looking at, and try to imagine a very different future. Things which are like some of the problems people are not even seeing. There are opportunities, there are stuff, and that is where, and I'll give you some examples in my recent examples as well as past examples. A very recent example is, if you see for us, a lot of consumers at Nykaa, and of course for a lot of other platforms, they come in for the first time. And when they come in for the first time, they log in, we don't know anything about them. which means the experience that we give them is undifferentiated. However, if you see, if you log in Ravikant, Jagar, Lapudi, Atif, and Pankaj, a simple model, AI model, can tell us we are all males with a very, very high accuracy. It will also tell that Pankaj is probably a North Indian, whereas Ravi is most likely a South Indian, irrespective of where we log in. And this also will be very, very accurate. It's a very simple this. The third interesting thing that it can do is it also can profile names and explain to you that probably all three of us are Gen X, because people in Gen Z are not named Atif, Pankaj, and Ravi. They're more named as, and these are all very logical. And based on this, I can just change the experience in a very simple. These are simple examples. Now, this business was never even thinking, but you have provided a simple but very powerful outcome to the people who did this. So this is one example. Another example we did, which was very, very foundational when I was in my Flipkart days, is when there was COVID and there was a lockdown in the entire country. Nobody knew what will happen in 6 months. Or in 3 months when lockdown opens. And we had reports, consultants were coming, we had reports from China, which was suggesting that there will be 70-80% drop in categories, you have to brace for the best and all. And we were actually looking at data in some other ways. We found that Google searches for products were going off over the roof. For mobiles, for washing machines, for so many things. And based on those searches at a micro market level and our individual searches, we were able to understand that electronics and appliances will boom, home services will boom, fashion will drop. And that is how we helped shape the entire inventory strategy for Flipkart. It worked. And these are situations where what happens is analytics is elevated and now it becomes a thought leader and a part with equal respect at the table. Not just, it does not mean we stop doing what we do. Bulk of our work will continue to be providing measurement, explaining the past, but that's how, and that is where I feel journeys happen over a period of time. Every organization will eventually come to that. We are all data organizations. Some are at different stages. That's the way I look at it.